What's going on, everyone? I am the OPJellicent, and we're back here on Pokemon Showdown today. I'm going to be using this Choice Specs Gengar team, which I really wanted to try out, just because a ton of teams randomly lack a Ghost Resist. Faces some competition from Blacephalon in the tier, but I honestly think this can work out. And we do have Sludge Wave just to counter Fairies that can help out our Lati and Zygarde late game. Thunderbolt is there to catch Toxapex on a switch, and then Focus Blast can hit stuff like Ferrothorn. Other than that, we have Soul Dew Lati, our Defogger for the team. We're not weak to hazards, but it's always nice to have as an option. Mega Manectric, just a nice late game cleaner. Defensive Landers T, Busted Mon, can switch into like everything. Then pretty much we needed a Blacephalon and Ashgren switch in, so I decided Spidef Toxapex would be a nice bet right here. I don't really like using Toxapex because it's really passive, and on this type of team you want to try to maintain momentum, but we really had to add it. And then DD Coil, Figy Berry, Zygarde, which is a nice another late game win condition. So that is going to be the team. It'll be down below in the description if you guys do want to try it out alongside me, and I'll be right back with our first match. Alright, we got our first battle right here. I actually just had a battle, but it was like a 10-turn 6-0 with Zygarde. He knocked out my Gengar turn 1, and then I just DD'd up with Zygarde and then coiled, and it pretty much 6-0'd. So decided to scrap that one, but we're gonna go ahead and get this one right now. This guy does not have a Ghost Resist, as I said. A lot of teams lack one. Unfortunately, Toxapex can switch in, but we can break through it with a Lati, and you know what, we're just gonna lead Lati. He's gonna lead off with Taiko Koko. I know nothing about this. I'm just gonna go out here into my... Jeez, we don't actually deal with this well. He's gonna click Dazzling Gleam. We're gonna make Landos and a Midground play. I don't think you HP Ice here ever. You either click Dazzling Gleam or the Electric type move. Or a U-turn, which is totally fine too, because I get off some Rocky Helmet damage. I'll take that. Brings out Zard. The way he brought it out, I think it's Zard X. I mean Zard Y, sorry, because it's just gonna fire blast me out of here. Do I just want to stay in and U-turn? Because it could be Zard X, I guess. And then if a Dragon Dance is up, it's not gonna be a fun time. I'm gonna U-turn. It is Zard X. He just goes for the Dragon Claw though. So if he actually Dragon Danced right there, might have been in some trouble, but it would have been fine with between our dual Intimidate core. And what I can do now is just go out here into my Latios. He's gonna go Clefable. I'm just gonna Psychic. If he stays in Dragon Claws right here, then good play, which I would never agree with. But you either go Tran to get up rocks, or you go Clefable to get up rocks right here. Whichever one's the rocker, you just go that. Because rocks are neutral against most of my team except for Zygarde. Most of my team except for Zygarde. Yeah, most of my team, Zygarde being the exception. But I can Psychic right here, it pretty much hits everything. It might even 2-hit KO defensive Clef, I'm not sure. Spidef drop? Nope. Unfortunate, but he's just going to Soft Boiled. I'm going to try to get up a T-Spec, I think. But he can just absorb them with his own thingy right there. So I'm actually going to make the hard Gengar play. It took a while for Gengar to come out. He just goes for a Wish, so it's a Wish checked. I'm assuming that means this is unaware then, right? Just a Wish Passer set. I'm just going to Shadow Ball. I think he's going to go hard into the Heatran though to try to get up those hazards. You know what, the Landorus is a good mid-ground because I'm pretty sure we take a Moonblast from this range. And if he goes Tran, we get up the rocks, which is what I want. Because the rocks can pressure the Zard when it comes back in, prevent that thing from Dragon Dancing, because we already hit it once with something. What did we hit it with again? Completely crossing my mind, but I know we did something to it. But if we get up the rocks, it might be in range of Extreme Speed, but... And if he Moonblasts right here, I'm pretty sure we live it. Let me go ahead and double check that. We should from 45, but I'll go ahead and calc it just in case. Clefable against defensive Landers. Yeah, we do take it, and we should outspeed and be able to get up rocks. This guy's taking a while. Okay, finally made his play. Cool. And he's going to go ahead and double to Tran like I expected. He just wanted to pass that Wish, which is totally fine. And he's actually faster than me, but we live the Magma Storm on 1, which is actually really great because we prevent his rocks and we go down right there. So what I do now is go right here into my Zygarde. And I can try to double on the Clefable, but I'm pretty sure it's 2-hit KO'd by 1,000 arrows at this point anyway. I'm going to click the arrows anyway, just in case he wants to stand and choke, but if he doesn't, that's totally fine, because if it's actually unaware, like I think it is, it'll take rocks damage and it might get 2-hit KO'd. Not after leftovers, though, I don't think so. We didn't see it switching, no, we just got up a rock, so we don't know what ability it actually is, but I'm pretty sure Wisp Protect actually runs unaware. He's really deciding whether he wants to stand right here. You have no other play except Clefable. I don't know why he's thinking so hard about it. You know, yeah, he goes Clefable finally, and it is unaware as we thought. So we'll see how much this does. It actually does enough. So what I can do is I'm actually just gonna go Gengar here on the Protect because I know he's gonna click that to try to get out of range of the attack, and this pretty much gives me a T-Bolt knock him out. Because if it does, I'm definitely clicking that. You know what though? He's gonna scout for whatever I want to click anyway. But for specs, how much are we doing to the Tox specs? Because it's gonna take rocks and 2 spec Shadow Balls, not a ton. Let's see how much Thunderbolt's doing more. We're gonna have to make some plays right now. So Thunderbolt will 2-hit KO the Tox specs. I'm gonna Shadow Ball because it has the Spit Out drop chance. He is gonna Protect right now just to scout what we have. And hopefully he goes Pex right now and we can Get the Spit F drop, that would be ideal. Or a crit. Lots of possibilities right now. And even though we lost our Orlando, we're not even in the back right now. We should be good to go. You know what, though? Hawlucha's looking like kind of a problem. So he goes Toxapex, which is, you know, what we thought. He'll know I'm Specs, and that actually does nothing. No Spit F drop or crit. Unfortunate. He's going to definitely recover right now. So we go Lottie. Actually gets up a T-Spike. Am I willing to just let him keep that up? You know what? We have 2 poison types to absorb them. I'm clicking Psychic right here. He goes Tran. Now I might have to Defog. So we get a bit of damage off. He's going to get some lefties recovery. I'm just going to Psychic again for damage, because I think you get up rocks, and I just want to Defog after. You know what, though? He might Flash Cannon, or he might just Toxic me. It could be like Toxic, Magma Storm, Protect rocks, something like that. Magma Storm Tran is risky. Ideally, he goes for Magma Storm and misses. I mean, he hit the last one, but let's see what he wants to do. I'm pretty sure the chance of hitting 2 Magma Storms is below 50%. Is it 70 or 75% accurate? If it's 75, it'll be above, but let's go ahead and throw off a Psychic right now. He has 0 switch-ins to this. You know what? He has 0 switch-ins to this. Is this really worth it? After we got up a Dragon Dance with Zygarde, though, we kind of win the game at this point, so I just want to go ahead and Psychic right here. I don't know, it's tricky, because I can go hard Toxapex and absorb the T-Spike, but then it's just not a fun time. I'm going to Psychic. He finally makes it play, and he's going to go for the Magma Storm and hit it again, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. I have to stand right here and just spam Psychic at this point. We get off some damage, and we get the Spit F drop, which is great because I don't have to click Draco. Am I willing to let out all these hazards just stay up? Yeah, I am. He probably tried to... if I defogged right there, we would actually have been fine, but now he goes Tapu Koko. So yeah, that thing's going to come out. And I think I'll just stand. Because even if he... I don't know, it's tricky because I can go... I'm just going to Psychic. Because he's going to U-turn and that actually knocked me out. I was really hoping he wouldn't. But the thing is, Hawlucha cannot set up. So he does go Hawlucha. And what I can do now is just go out into my Toxapex and probably just 1v1 him. We do have Haze. And I want to get rid of this T-Spike, so we're going to go right here for the Haze first. He's actually Substitute. Okay, but we still get rid of the stat boost, which is what matters. I got kind of scared right there. And we break it in 1 with Scald, so I'll go ahead and Haze right here again. Goes for Acrobatics. We take that, and we Haze the stat boost away. I'll just Haze again, because I can't let him do anything. And now I go Manectric and kind of just win the match, I think. Or Zygarde. He's still at +2 speed, which is scary, but... I think I can go for the game with Zygarde another time. I'm going to go here into my Manectric and click Volt Switch just because I don't want the Zard coming out for free. So we can live a hit right now. We definitely live that unless he crits me. Good. And Volt Switch out to knock him out. And now I go Gengar and click Thunderbolt no matter what, I think. If I T-Bolt and he goes Zard, how do I prevent it from setting up? I think I have to Shadow Ball on Toxapex and then go Zygarde and use it as setup fodder, because I cannot allow Charizard to Dragon Dance at any point. The moment Charizard gets a Dragon Dance up, we lost, so... With all that in mind, I definitely just go right here for the Shadow Ball, even if Toxapex comes out. You know what though, if he goes Tapu Koko, what do I actually do? We might take a hit. I mean, Gengar is not bulky, but depending on his set, because we already saw U-turn, it could be Magnet. So he does go Tapu Koko. And I'll just go ahead and Shadow Ball this. Hopefully, he's actually Electrium. Does that mean you don't have HP Ice? Because we already saw a U-turn. You know what, we're going to do this. And if it costs us the match, then it is what it is. But I'm pretty sure I just Dragon Dance once now and win. So he does have it in power. We take that pretty easily. And I just 1,000 arrows now. It's actually Scarf. Do we not have enough... Do we actually not have enough investment on this? Oh, we're so slow. Yeah, okay, you know what? We're fixing this right now. That definitely just cost us the match. And I'm going to go Manectric now. It's kind of unfortunate. We still have Electric Terrain, but unfortunately I don't think it's going to be enough. We're going to T-Bolt. We'll outspeed this. I don't even know if we knock him out. We should. I mean, it's under Terrain and it's Stab, but other than that, I don't think we have a lot going for us right now because we did not invest for Koko. So we don't knock him out. I think we need Paras on the Charizard. Or he goes out into it right now and chokes because of the terrain. He should go out into something else first. And he goes Toxapex. And I just T-Bolt on this. Sex off Tran. And now he goes Zard and wins. Actually goes back to Toxapex, which is actually smarter. I'll just T-Bolt, and it appears we get a crit. He knocks me out with Scald, I think. So had we had the investment on Zygarde, we would have won right there, but unfortunately, Smogon Spread does not actually speed creep that, but we fixed it, and I'll be right back with another match. Alright, so unfortunate first match rather. Had we had the investment, we would have obviously won, but gotta put that behind us and try to focus on this match right now. So let's go ahead, and this guy is actually also torn apart by Shadow Ball. I'm gonna lead off with Manectric. This guy also has a Clefable. This could be kind of annoying. He also has a Zygarde. I need to figure out what type of Zygarde it is. I'm pretty sure it'll be Zygarde X on this type of team. Definitely looks like that. Unaware Clef is going to make it so that my Zygarde can't really win either. I'm going to try to get up a T-Spike early. What would he lead, though, to try to counter that? He actually has a ton of good anti-Toxapex leads, now that I think about it. Tapu Koko and Landorus both lead against it, and those are both definitely potential leads. So I'm going to actually lead off here with my Lati. Leads off with the Lando. I think I'm just going to stand. If he's Scarf Knockoff, then you got me. But I think I'm just going to Draco. And we go first. We do a ton, which is great. And he's going to go for U-turn. So all that just U-turn. Unfortunately, we don't have a recover, but it's fine. He'll go out into Gren, I think. Gren or Clefable. So there's Gren. He's going to U-turn again if it's Protean. I'll go Toxapex. He just goes for Spike. And I'll T-Spike up now. Because if it is Unaware Clef, I definitely just want this up. And I think I want to get up the second layer too. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And now I'm just going to Scald on the Lando. He actually just decides to stay in. Can we get a burn to punish that? Because I don't think you ever stay in. Unfortunate, but he should know that I'm just looking Scald right here. I think you go Ferrothorn. If I'm thinking I'm just going to Scald again. I should have made the double, but it's fine. He's going to get up a Rocks. I think I just have to Defog. Unfortunately, the T-Spikes are going to be kind of wasted. But it's fine. I'll go Lati and get rid of all of this right now. I can't let Rocks and 3 layers of Spikes stay up, even if it means getting rid of my T-Spike. So he's going to click Rocks again. And I'll just hit in power right here for some damage, which is great. Goes right for Elite Sheed. He's going to protect, so I'll actually go out here into my Lando, just to get up rocks again, just to get up my own hazards. I don't mind him being healthy. Just goes for Knockoff, which is totally cool actually, because he didn't actually Elite Sheed me. So he's going to click Elite Sheed now. So we're going to go out here and U-turn out into our Lati on the Elite Sheed, which is great because now I get in my Manectric, which is I think what I wanted in the end. I think that's what I wanted, yeah. Okay, so we're going to Mega Evolve here in Flamethrower. If he goes Clef, we can Volt Switch out. If he goes Lando, I'm pretty sure it just dies upon entry because we hit it with, yeah, for 91% earlier. And Zard should go down to plus Flamethrower plus T-Bolt. I'll probably Volt out though, just because it's kind of risky. Did my lone Lando take any damage? Because if it did, Zardex is looking like kind of a threat, but so is my Mega Manectric to him. Manectric actually completely sweeps him. I'm hoping he gets up Terrain for me at some point. That would be really clutch. Because then we probably 2-hit KO Clefable under Terrain, which would be great. And he still doesn't have any Gengar switching, so I want to get in that soon. So he stayed in, so he gives me the Ferrothorn, unless he clicked Protect, which he did not. So Ferrothorn goes down. And I guess he'll go Zard now. I think that's your only play. That or a Clefable. But what's Clefable doing? I can click Moonblast. Actually goes Tapu Koko. So do I just stay in? He actually gave me the Terrain, which is exactly what I said I wanted. So I'm just going to T-Bolt right here and see what he wants to do. Because we do a ton to him. Let's see what he clicked. Click Dazzling Gleam. He crits me. Even if that was Specs, that didn't knock me out. So suddenly, it's looking like kind of a problem. I really needed Manectric healthy right there. That might have just cost me the match just a bit. I need to hope he's locked in now, I think. We're going to find out what a set is. We're going to go Toxapex. And we're going to go ahead and click T-Spike. I need to hope he's locked into Dazzling Gleam. So he apparently is, which is great. Unfortunately, T-Bolt's looking like kind of a threat, but thankfully we know that's locked now. And he goes out into Zard, which I guess he's going to try to Dragon Dance. I'll just Haze. Actually goes for Roost. Yeah, I'm not letting this happen. I'm going to go out here into my Landorus, live this, and click Earthquake. So we did live, which is cool. And this Earthquake should knock him out, yeah. So that threat's gone. Unfortunately, actually we should be fine. Because we still have our Toxapex for Greninja. He needed the knockout right there. So we might be good to go. Greninja gets poisoned. My place here is Toxapex every time. If you make the double to Koko, it gets poisoned anyway. Goes right for the Dark Pulse. I'm recovering. Goes right for these Spikes. I want to get in Gengar. You know what? I'm going to give Gengar the KO against that Clefable. I'm doing this again. If you're just going to keep on clicking that, is that even a problem? I don't think it is, because eventually I'll sweep you. I'll go for Scald right here. So we got up all the layers. And I guess I just recover. And I recover again. I was kind of hoping he would go down to Poison right there. But we unfortunately broke through both times. So now he's going to go Tapu Koko and get poisoned, and pretty much he can't win. I Scald right here. And I'm hoping he gives me the KO on Clefable, because I go Zygarde after this. E-Speed for the kill. And then I go Gengar and hopefully knock him out. I mean, Gengar wins anyway, but ideally he actually lets me knock him out. So he does switch out. I'll go Lando. Went for Calm Mind. I don't think that's going to matter. This is Specs Gengar. And even if it doesn't knock you out, which it's going to, you go down to... So Gengar gets the KO, and then that's going to... he's going to go out and forfeit because we died to Extreme Speed and Toxic Damage anyway. So that's going to be the game. Glad we managed to pull that out despite the crit on our Manectric, and I'll be right back with another one. Alright, we got another battle right here, and this time we're actually facing a Hypno team, which... it's kind of a threat if it's like Sash, because it can take the hit from Gengar and then like knock me out with Psychic, I guess. But the real threat is Shift Gear Magearna, if that is what it is, but... Magearna is actually a huge problem. How do I... we can go Toxapex and break it, but it'll do a ton with Thunderbolt. I think I'm just going to lead off here with my... Lottie can lead well against a lot, but a ton of people have been leading Koko against this team, but... So I'm actually going to lead off here with my Manectric. He leads off with Lando. It's of course the one time. Well, actually, I guess last match I led off with Lottie, and he led off with Lando, but I'm going to go here into my own Lando. Don't want him Earthquaking turn 1. And let's see what exactly he wants to do. Just doubles out into the Hypno. Does this thing have HP Ice? What does this thing do? I'm going to Stealth Rock. He goes right back to Lando, and I'm just going to Hidden Power now. I could have U-turned and scouted the set, but it's fine. I'll go ahead and Hidden Power. He goes for Rocks. Based on that damage, why does it swing a little... is that new? The little X that shows up when a super effective hit pops up? Let's see if it happens when he hits me right here with an HP Ice, assuming that's what he goes for. I think I want to U-turn out, just because I don't... if he doesn't have HP Ice, he's going to be forced to switch right here. Just to preserve Intimidate for my Zygarde. So he is going to switch out. And this gives me several options. I'm going to go Lottie because it threatens this out. And it threatens everything, and we can scout what type of Magearna it is, whether it's AV, Shift Gear. He stayed in, so this thing's going to go down right now. Go ahead and Psychic that thing and knock it out. Now I guess he goes hard Magearna, in which case I have to go Toxapex. We can hit it with a Hidden Power first, but I just go hard Toxapex right here. And hopefully he goes for Ice Beam, which is great. And I think it's AV. Does AV run Ice Beam? It runs Flurkin and Volt Switch, Iron Head, Thunderbolt, I think. Something like that, I don't know. But I'll go ahead and get up a T-Spike. He still has some Hazard Control left, but he's really going for the Freeze. He's going for the Freeze. Alright, so he's probably locked into that then. We're Toxic Specking again. Or maybe he just expected my double on the Volt Switch. So this is going to take a Poison, and it's going to get worn down by the Stealth Rocks. So I'm definitely switching out right here. No way I'm letting my this mon take the Psychic. I'm going to go out here into my Latios and see what exactly he wants to do. We can try to break through him with the Draco. Just goes right here for Psychic. I'll click Hidden Power just because I don't want Magearna coming in. You can go ahead and pressure that, and now we'll actually find out what it is. It's definitely Assault Vest, okay? And yeah, let's go with Toxapex. So let's see what he wants to do. He goes for Volt, which again, good play. I wasn't going Lando. The X actually did appear on my thing, so I guess that's a thing now. He just gets to click Psychic with this again, but it's getting worn down. I'm gonna go back to Lottie. I wish I had recovered. This would be better because I'm definitely keeping my T-Spikes up. He goes right back into this. I'll just go ahead and Psychic right here. Goes back to Magearna. And I think I just stay in right at this point. I don't switch back into Rocks. Unless I really want to Defog, but it's not worth it. The T-Spikes are more valuable. So he goes for a Volt Switch. Do we live that? Nope. But it's fine. I guess he'll bring in Tapu Koko now. Lando. Okay, so we saw that this thing has leftovers. Okay. So we're going to have Gengar do some work. We're going to go ahead and click that Specs Shadow Ball. Hopefully he stays in. Goes Magearna, so Magearna is going to go right down, which is cool. It actually took 2 hits because it's Assault Vest. Even Magearna is so bulky. We knocked that thing out, and Gengar is looking like it's in a winning position right now. He goes out into Tapu Koko. It gets poisoned, which is cool. He clicks U-turn right here, so I'm going to Shadow Ball. Or Hidden Power Ice, I guess. And we actually disabled it. If he's locked in, we just knocked him out. Wow. Specs Gengar, you are a monster. Goes Halucha. I can't, unfortunately, let him SD, so I'll just Shadow Ball right here. He's gonna Swords Dance. I'm pretty sure you're gonna go down to this. He does in conjunction with Extreme Speed, which is cool. So I'm actually just gonna go Landorus just to knock you out with Rocky Helmet. And yeah, we're good to go now. He's going to... I don't get why people do this. They literally mod chat. This is on video. He mod chats it, or I guess mod joins it, so that nobody can ever view the replay, and then he leaves, which is kind of funny. But that's going to be that match, and I'll be right back with another one. Alright, we got another battle right here. Just to be clear, no hate towards anybody who does the mod join thing. If you don't want people seeing your battles, that's totally cool, but I just don't get the point in it. But let's go ahead. I never saw... They actually have a users thing up here now. Is that new? I'm pretty sure that's new, but let's go ahead and lead off here with our Lati. Mawile is a problem. He leads off with Kyurem. Am I willing to risk Scarf right away? I'm going to Psychic on Magearna. Or I'm just going to Draco and hope for the Cho. Because he might expect me to stay and predict Magearna or Mawile and Hidden Power. But we have answers to both, so... Draco is definitely my overall best play right now. He has 3 fairies. You should go on into any of them. You shouldn't go Coco, because if I Psychic, then that thing is getting blown back. You should go Magearna right here every time. Because I'm pretty sure even Mawile's taking a good amount from Psychic. I'll go ahead and run that Calc while he's taking a while to run the play. It's obviously regular Mawile. Physical Wall, I guess it's not gonna be that set. It's gonna be all-out attacker against Latios. Offensive, Psychium, we want Soul Dew. Soul Dew, please. Should be somewhere down here. Let's see if he made a play. Still hasn't decided, so let's go ahead and continue our lovely Calc. Yeah, that's Psy Shock. Does it have better defense? It has terrible Spit F, actually. Psychic. That's doing over half. That's crazy. It almost makes me want a Psychic right here, but this guy's taking forever, so I'll be right back once he makes a decision. Alright, so we made a play. Decided to go Magearna, which is obviously the good play, so I'll go here into my Tox Specs just because it can take any hits. Makes it double out into Kyurem. Very good double. Does he have Fusion Bolt? What's your set? I'm going to T-Spec up. I know it take an Earth Power, even if you're max special attack. If you're Electrium, then you got me, but he goes for Fusion Bolt. That little X there, does that... it might have something to do with the web browser, I'm not sure, but I'm going to go right here for... He might be locked in, but I'm pretty sure he's just going to be Z-move. Am I willing to sack Toxapex? No, because I lose to Magearna. So, what am I willing to sack? I'm going to go Lando here and hope he just lets me get up rocks. He actually clicked Sub-Zero Slammer. I guess that was his best play because it knocked me out from that percentage, but that's fine. I'll go Gengar now. And I'll go ahead and click Focus Blast. This is going to be our first Focus Blast in the live. Will we hit it? Find out. Yes, we do. It's clearly AV Magearna, okay. So glad it's not Shift Gear because that's a big problem. If it was, but I can go right here into my Tox Specs, which is totally cool. Take this thing on. He's going to go for Volt Switch. Good play. He'll bring back in his Kyurem now. Alright, I need to start playing more offensively if I want this to work. I guess he didn't want to go ahead and have it get... Yeah, he wants to defog. So I should have just spammed T-Spec, but we actually get a burn, so I can actually spam Toxic Spikes now. I'll click it again. He might switch out it to Mawile and SD, but we do have Haze. Goes for EQ. And now I gotta switch out, which is totally cool. I don't mind switching out right here. I'll go Zygarde on the Defog, and do I just go for game? I think I just go for game. I'm gonna Dragon Dance. And then I'm going to... Do I just Dragon Dance again, or do I Coil? I think I just Dragon Dance again. I don't know, it's tricky. I'm gonna Coil just for Sucker Punch. We should outspeed everything. He actually got the roll. Alright, so that's kind of a problem. What do I do now? That roll is kind of a killer. I'm gonna go out into this and click Shadow Ball. If we're gonna lose, it's gonna be with Gengar doing some work. So we go for Shadow Ball. Spit F drop, cool. We get the Spit F drop. I'm gonna go ahead and Shadow Ball again now. Goes hard Greninja, that's fine. We have Toxapex. We actually 2-hit KO'd him. Go Toxapex right here. And we should be fine. Makes it double to Coco. I almost stayed in Shadow Balled. But I'm just going to try to get up the T-Spec now. I don't think you would click the electric type move right here. I think you do literally anything but that. Yeah, he goes for Dazzling Gleam, yeah. And now I'll go Manectric on the electric type move. I have to make this play just because... Yeah, he's going to go back to Lando now. I just Mega Evolve and Flamethrower? Yeah. Flamethrower will knock him out. We know he's not Scarf since we saw the item earlier, so... Go ahead and Flamethrower, and it's actually looking like we're not in a bad spot right now. He's gonna go Kyurem Black, obviously. It gets poisoned, which is cool, and we actually might be able to win with Manectric and alone. Because that's doing a good amount. If I sack Toxapex, do I lose? He clicked Fusion Bolt, right? I think he Fusion Bolt every time. Maybe not, though. I'm gonna go Toxapex. He clicked Earth Power, so I guess that hit my Lati due to Terravolt now, but I can preserve this and just go hard into my Latios right now. He might Ice Beam. Actually, it was about to cancel. Goes for Fusion Bolt, though. Cool. And he's gonna take more Toxic, and I can just Psychic right here on the Magearna. So now I have to make another decision. What do I want to go out into? He's Volt Switched every time. I'm gonna go Toxapex. Goes for Volt Switch. I should have stayed in. It's fine. Back to Tapu Koko. It gets poisoned, which is great. I guess he clicks the Electric type move now. We go back to Manectric on the Volt Switch. Volt Switch is good tech. Unfortunately, both our ground types are down, which is going to make this really tricky. He goes Magearna, though, so I just T-Bolt, right? Or I guess I Volt Switch out. I don't think T-Bolt would have done another 13, but I'm going to go Toxapex here. Goes for Volt Switch, as he should. And I'm pretty much going for game with my Manectric. Sucks that I'd have to take damage because we actually might be in range of Sucker Punch now. How do I prevent... If we're in range of Sucker Punch, I'm pretty sure I just lose, but I don't think we are. We might be fine, just if he doesn't have Sucker Punch. I'm going to try to Scald for damage. He just goes for Thunderbolt. And I guess I just go... Is he locked in? He might be locked into that. We're going to go out into this and click Psychic. If you're not locked in... Did we see him switch up moves earlier? Pretty sure we did. He's going to have to choose a sack right now. It's going to be Magearna because it has like no health left. We're going to go ahead and Hidden Power. He risked that. Wow. Okay. So now he clicks Dark Pulse and gets a kill. And as I said, my only way of winning is with this. So I go out into this and I click Thunderbolt for my own kill. Sacks off that. Is Kyurem still healthy? No, I'm pretty sure it's in range of everything. Goes back to Gren. I gotta go Gengar. I can't let him be in range of Sucker Punch. So that's a double down. And it's gonna come down to whether or not Sucker Punch knocks us out, I think. Actually, no, this is Scarf Coco. We already know it. So yeah, he's gonna Volt Switch out. And now we're in range of Sucker Punch. So unfortunate that we ended up losing this. He's gonna go to a Mawile right here. We just Thunderbolt under Terrain. And he's going to Sucker Punch to knock us out. So GG, he definitely played that well right there. And I don't mind taking the loss, and I'll be right back with another battle. Alright, so this is going to be the last match of the live. If we win, we go positive. If we lose, then we go negative. So hopefully we pick up a win right here. Thankfully, this guy doesn't have a Ghost Resist either. But he does have the Toxapex, which I might just predict this time and just go for T-Bolt, to be honest. We're going to lead off with Lati. So I lead off with Lati and leads off with Coco, so I was hoping to see the Lando lead, just because, I mean, I guess it was a Scarf. It would be kind of a problem anyway. I think he U-turns. I don't think you click... Either Dazzling Gleam or U-turn, so against either of those, I can go Toxapex to pivot. I don't think he might Volt Switch though, if he has that. I'm gonna go Lando and see what he wants to do. If your Specs Dazzling Gleam, then good play. If he does go for Dazzling Gleam, and that is definitely, I believe that's Choice Specs. We're gonna switch out and find out, I think. Yeah, we're actually just gonna Stealth Rock again. Because if I can get up rocks, then that's all I need. And we can also U-turn out on Zapdos if it comes out, get some momentum. Because he's going to be forced to Defog if he wants to switch out right now. He actually goes hard into his own Lando, so does this thing have Defog or are you going to let me hit it? I mean, if he outspeeds me and goes for HPS right here, that's honestly fine because I get in my... What do I do actually? I can get in my Lati or I can get in my Gengar. I don't think Gengar Oko's defensive Lando. I'm hoping to outspeed right here, more so just to scout his set, which we do, and then get off the damage, but... Actually, the damage is kind of important now because I can go out here into my Gengar and just click Shadow Ball if I want. Yeah. We'll find out whether it's specs, what the Toxapex is, but I'm going to go ahead and Shadow Ball right here. I know Terrain's up and I can really hit that thing hard with the Thunderbolt, but if he stayed in, I couldn't risk that. So you go for Shadow Ball, fortunately no Spit F Drop or crit again. He's at the exact same amount of health that he had last time. I'm pretty sure this guy just clicks Toxic Spikes or Toxic, and I don't want anything else taking that right now. Or Recover. I mean, Recover is probably the safest play. Just because if I Shadow Ball again, you'd, like, go down. He might double out expecting a T-Bolt, too. He just goes for Recover. I could have stayed in and just tried to spam for a Spit F Drop, but it's fine. I'll go ahead and get up a T-Spike. Or I can double out, predicting the Zapdos. Well, T-Spike. You know what? I really want to keep these hazards up, though. We're going to go Lati. And try to catch the Zapdos now. Which we do. And that's great. I can go ahead and drop a Draco now, which is... I'm going to Psychic just because, while it won't knock him out, our Rocker's dead though. I know Draco is not going to knock him out though, that's the thing. And Psychic will 2-hit KO anyway. So he goes Scissor, so we still keep our rocks up, unless this thing has Defog too. He should expect the Hidden Power Fire, but I'll click it anyway. He might expect me to Calm Mind Roost or Calm Mind Defog. But Hidden Power Fire is the standard Hidden Power, I believe. I mean, Lati's not even seen that much around anymore. Like, I just like it myself. Latios is actually U now, and I'm pretty sure Latios. I'm pretty sure it's borderline. I don't think it's OU, but Hidden Power is fine. He might make a double. I mean, what would his double be though? Because if Zapdos comes back in, it dies to Draco. Zygarde dies. Toxic Specs dies. He would have to double to Coco, which would take a good amount of damage anyway. So he should just Bullet Punch for damage right here. But he doesn't even Bullet Punch, so we get rid of that thing with the Hidden Power Fire. And let's see what he wants to bring in next. He has to go Coco, I think. So yeah, there's the Tapu Koko. I'm not risking... What am I willing to risk right now? Am I willing to risk Gengar? Everything actually does a ton of work, so it's kind of hard to decide. Because everything can actually win the match. I think I'm willing to risk Latios the most. I'm going to Psychic, because he's going to go right here for that. So we got off a hit on whatever comes in. And I'm glad I stayed in right there. He would have... I mean, I couldn't go Zygarde and sack it to Dazzling, because after our Dragon Dance, it kind of wins. I guess he goes out into Toxapex right here to sack it. We get off quite a bit of damage on that thing, get a Spit F Trap. And I just click Psychic again now. And we still get to keep our hazards up, because if Zapdos comes back in, it dies to Draco. So we Psychic right here, and then he's going to be forced back into Coco, so we pretty much sack this Toxapex for no reason. Then again, Toxapex was really only there to wall my Gengar. And I guess my own Toxapex. I mean, could have been an annoying 1v1 late game, but I'm glad we get to avoid that now. Unless he actually switches out and sacks something else for Regenerator. This should go down from 76. The crit. I don't know if the crit mattered, but we'll go ahead and calc it, because he might just forfeit. Latios, offensive. We do already have Soul Dew in there this time, cool. Against a Tapu Koko. If it was just like Specs. That's Psy-Shock. Did Psychic matter? I actually definitely did not, because of that Spit Up stat and the fact that it's stronger. Yeah, we knocked him out every time. So that's cool. He goes out into Zygarde now. He's going to try to Dragon Dance up on my Draco miss. I'm clicking Draco and knocking that out. Cool. And he's going to go ahead and forfeit the match right there. So we end up 3-2, which is cool. I'm ready to go ahead and end off the live right there. So the team is once again down below in the description, in case you guys do want to try it out alongside me. If you are new, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.